So for my project, I chose how the way music is produced affects our emotion. So first, I need to preface what music actually is. It's just a combination of vibrations, and amplitude is the size of the vibration. It determines how loud the music is, but frequency determines the pitch because it's the speed of the vibrations. The faster the vibration, the higher the pitch. So keys are very, very important, probably the most important in how music affects emotion, because the song revolves around that one key, and major keys are usually happier or brighter, and as you can see from these emotions, some of them aren't. It's not always that way, but most of the time. But the minor keys are usually, most of these are sad. They're usually sad. And so BPM and tempo, it determines the pace of the song, and basically like we relate the BPM to our heartbeat. It's really weird, but like the average preferred tempo is 120 because that's kind of like average heartbeat sort of. And like when our heart beats slow, we think of like slower sad emotions kind of, whereas like when we're excited, our heart beats fast, which is why faster songs are usually more upbeat. And here's a chart showing that. And so chords and scales, so two notes are a chord, two or more notes. And minor and major chords are the most common. There's also diminished and augmented, but those are not very common, so I did not include them. And major chords are happy, they are complete, whereas minor chords are sad. And minor chords are built by adding 3 semitones above the root note, which is the bass note, and 7 semitones above that as well. Whereas minor chords are built by the same thing, except it's 4 semitones the first time instead of 3. The semitone is just one note, like from A to A sharp or A sharp to B. So sound selection is very important because higher pitches are more happy usually, and lower pitch sounds are usually darker, and you have to layer the sounds to sound more full. And melodies are just the heart of the track basically, so like they make us feel the emotions for the most part, and the melody is determined by the pitch and duration of the notes. EQing and mixing is a very important like final step in producing because it brings the track to life and makes us connect more with the track and feel more of the emotions. Drums are, this is the final one. Drums are what make people move. People move to the drums, and they actually can control our they can like stimulate us through our brains and like stimulate our decision making and make us move in synchronized motions, and they can control our emotions and our sensory perception. So yeah, that's it for that part. Now I'm going to move on to my product. So I made 3 beats for my product, and they're all different emotions and keys, and I'm just going to quickly say the emotion and the key and the BPM right before I start playing them, and play little clips of them. So yeah. So the first one's in the key of E minor, which is like restlessness, grief, and mourning, with a BPM of 120. So the second one was made in A major, which is like joyful, youthful, cheerful, and it had a BPM of 164. So the third track was made in B flat minor, which is like mocking, nighttime, terrible, sad, all those emotions, and it was made in a BPM of 155, and that's a high BPM, but it's okay because it fits with this track.